short reloading video. Uh, Probably two of the most favorite things people talk about when they talk about reloading is number one, their press. People love talking about the press, which one they got, which one they want, which one is awesome, which one they had no luck with. The press is kind of like the heart of the whole reloading system as far as the conversation goes. And probably the second most common thing for people to talk about maybe is the dies. And, you know, their favorite brand, their favorite kind, competition, bushing, whatever. They just love to talk about the dies too. So what I wanted to do, this is for people who are new to reloading specifically. Other people probably going to be bored by a lot of this. But it's kind of, hey, what kind of dies are out there? We're going to talk about the dies. So when I see people on the internet say, hey, I see this 2-die set for this cartridge, or I see a 3-die set, or I see a 4-die set, which one should I buy? You know, which one is better? You know, the kind of the knee-jerk is, well, probably more dies is better, but more dies cost more, so am I really just wasting money? Okay. Well, let's see here. You can see these two yellow sets. I opened them up. These are actually the same. One is an 8 Mauser, one is a 7.5 Swiss. They're the Collet die sets. They both say Collet dies, so Lee Collet dies. All right, these are actually both for a bottleneck cartridge. There's some extra garbage in here that doesn't come in the kit, these two pieces. But, you know, it comes with a collet or collet-based neck sizing die, and it comes with a seating die, which, you know, is a really nice seating die. It also comes with, this particular one comes with a 2.8 cc dipper and a shell holder. I think is probably number 3 shell holder, yeah. So that's a 2-die neck sizing or collet set for Lee. They don't always come in yellow, but the ones I have happen to be. In fact, all 3 sets I have of collet dies are yellow. So maybe yellows was or is a standard. Same thing here. It's the same thing, but it's just in a bigger box. All right? So what would you use that for? Well, if you need a neck sizing set, you'll know you need a neck sizing set. If you watch many of my videos, you know I probably, honestly, I don't recommend you buy these. I bought these before I kind of knew better. I don't recommend buying these unless you really want to. There are some, in my opinion, better options out there. And why don't we just talk about that better option right here? Okay, this is I think they call it the deluxe set. This is Lee's 243 set. It's in a red box, which doesn't mean anything as far as I'm concerned because it's not the same as this set here, which we'll get to in a second. But this set, again, I have my little Lee trimming system I store in these, so you can ignore these 2 pieces because they don't come in the set. But everything else in here comes in this kind of deluxe set. I wish I knew an actual name. It's number 90504. You can see it right there. So this actually has that same neck sizing collet die. It has a full length sizing die. It has the Lee seating die, the 2.8 cc dipper, the number 2 shell holder, and it has the Lee factory crimp die. So this would be a rifle set that is a 4-die set. That's what you may see. Okay, I got a 4-die set for a rifle cartridge, 243 Winchester. Well, that's probably what's going to be in there. You know, so is that too much stuff? Yeah. I don't ever use the neck sizing set. But, you know, you could, if you were running really specific loads that you really liked and you didn't want to bump the shoulder even, you could use that neck set occasionally. If you can get these for a good price, you might as well just get them. They have all the dies in them, whatever. But a lot of times they do cost more than like a full 2-die full-length set, which this is here. this is a 2-die set. It's a full-length sizing set. It happens to be a small base set, which RCBS sells a lot of their dies either as a regular set or as a small base set. So this is just a 2-die set. It does not come with this shell holder, okay? This shell holder is actually the Lee shell holder, and that comes in this set. It comes with a seating die, and it comes with a full-length sizing die, and in this case, it's the small base size. So it has it says 6.8 rem SPC, and then it says SB on this area here. Right, so that's just a regular RCBS 2-die set. This happens to have the small base sizing die. All right. So that's what you'd call normal or in my opinion, this is a standard rifle die set, 2-die set. However, something that is very nice, if you're going to be doing crimping, Lee has the pace setter dies. I think that means they're generally the 3-die set. This is a 3-die rifle set for bottleneck cartridges. Okay, 3-die set. This is what it comes with. Comes with a shell holder that I have in here that I stole. Comes with a little doohickey of lube, a little lubricant. It says here it doesn't degrade the gunpowder, but I don't care what they say. All right, so there's where the shell holder was. There's another dipper. They usually sell the dippers with these. And look what it comes with. It comes with a full-length sizing die, which I really like. It comes with the Lee seating die, which I really like the Lee set. And it comes with the factory crimp die, which is kind of cool, as in, like, a lot of times you got to add the factory crimp die to a set that you buy, a 2-die set, and throw it in there. Especially if you like RCBS stuff, a lot of times I have to buy this separate. Okay? Well, this Lee set came with it, so I picked it up. And then later, I was surprised by the wife. She actually bought me this small base die set because she knew I wanted it. And so I had an embarrassment of riches for my 6.8. So what I really do is I take the full length, the small base sizing die, and I put it into this box, and I keep the Lee sizing die in this box and call it good. That way I have everything I want to use here. All right, so that's a 3-die set. That's a 2-die set. This is a 2-die neck sizing set. This is a 4-die set for a rifle. You can also buy from Hornady. Look at this guy. It's just the sizing die for the Creedmoor, which I bought back when I was converting 308 into Creedmoor manually, because I don't even have a Creedmoor, but the brass was so hard to get. I bought just this sizing die, and I was messing around, and I got it to work, but I don't have a gun that shoots it, so it didn't matter. All right, so you can just get, especially from Hornady, I think some of the other brands, they probably sell these separately. eBay, you can usually buy either a loose die or a broken die or buy die body only online. But you can get just a 1-die if you want to. So moving on. So now that's kind of all the different things of rifle I have. Now you can also get Forster and Redding and RCBS and Dillon and all these other places. They'll sell micrometer seating dies. So they'll have a little micrometer in the top. You basically seat down. You set yourself to like a 0 and you get seated, and then you go, okay, well, I want to move 2 thousandths up. So you move it counterclockwise, and you actually raise your seating plug up about 2 thousandths. So those are really nice. They're higher end stuff. They're expensive. They exist, and you'll know that you're buying them if you try to buy them, because they don't come cheap. So now the rifle's done. I'm going to kind of shift gears from the 2, 3, and 4-die rifle sets to pistol sets and really straight wall sets, I guess. So here's a 40 Smith & Wesson RCBS set. You can see it's a 3-die. It's a carbide taper crimp set for 40 Smith & Wesson and the 10 Auto. All right, so if I open that up, what's inside of here? Okay, some of this crap is extra. Let's get that out of there. So here's the extra that I've added myself. The Lee trimming system here. I bought the Lyman plunk gauge here, and I bought the number, some weird number, 27 shell holder, which it says right here, 27. I bought all this extra because I bought RCBS. If you buy a Lee set, it probably comes with a shell holder. You don't have to buy these. You can use your barrel. I bought it because it's kind of nice not having my barrel sitting out when I'm trying to do plunk tests. So there's my extra crap that I keep in there. But this is what came in the die set. This is your sizer and your decapping pin. This is how the newer dies are laid out. Your sizer and your decapper. This is your expander. It just has an expander plug in there. And then this is the seating die right here. Yeah, it does, and it has TC on it for taper crimp. So this is the seating die, and it can taper crimp. So if you wanted, I think Lee sells these post-loaded post sizers and crimp dies, and they look a lot like the seating plug dial handle on the top, but they're a taper crimp, and there's a knob on the top that brings down the I think it moves down the taper crimp detail, so you can dial in how much crimp you want. Whatever, it's the same thing as this in my opinion as far as problems it can cause trying to do everything at once. So this is a 3-die carbide pistol set, and it's really for like things that are straight walled. So I think maybe a 450 Bushmaster very well may have the same situation here, because as a straight wall case you probably have to flare it, and it's gonna headspace off that neck anyway. So I could be wrong there, guys. I don't know for sure, but I long suspect it. All right, and then here is a 3-die. This is an older set, and it's steel. It's not carbide, but it says on here 3-die set, 45 ACP, round nose. Okay, what does that mean? Well, so in the olden days, your sizer didn't do the decapping. All right, these are pretty old dies. So this is just a sizer, and in fact, it just says sizer right on it somewhere. Can we see it? Right there at the bottom. Sizer. All right. Then, in here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you'll be able to see that there's a detail inside there that's going to provide the flaring, and it also has the decapping on it. So there's some adjustment there. So that's a decap and expander ball. And finally, this is a round nose seating die. And if I look in there, I do see somewhat of a crimp detail buried deep inside of there. So again, problems in my opinion if you try to do the seat and the crimp at once, but I have videos on that. So that's a 3-die pistol set. I don't know, a 4-die pistol set is probably maybe from Lee or somebody, and it has like a crimp die, maybe a special crimp die in it. A 2-die pistol set something like that may exist. You're gonna have to look and see what kind of dies are in it. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's like maybe 357 SIG or something that has a shoulder, and maybe you don't need to do all the flaring and whatnot. I don't really know, guys, but this is kind of the normal stuff that I see out there. And then the question of like, well, should I get the 2 or the 3 or the 4-die set? Well, this is kind of what you can expect to see in them. Take the number off the set, like if you took this number 13303 to RCBS, you'd pull up this set and it would tell you what's inside. It would tell you there's a small base full-length sizing die and a seating die. It'll tell you what they contain. So if you don't really know what the heck is that 3rd or 4th die, well, figure out what the part number of the kit is. Go to their website and find out what's in it. Even a lot of times Amazon, they'll put contains in them, and they'll tell you, even if they just tell you what the Lee part number is for that. All right, now if you look on the top of this pace setter set, actually it says It contains a free shell holder, complete load data, a full-length sizing die, a seating die, and a factory crimp die. All right, the box just tells you what's in there. Okay, pretty much that's it. If you have any other unique ones or questions or anything like that, you can always leave a comment. Whatever. I will see it and get back to you.